On this February 11th edition of NewsWatch, I'll have updates on the tensions in the Middle East.
I'll update you on the spread of the coronavirus.
And I'll have the update on Cyclone sports.
It's been pretty warm the last couple days, but it's looking to chill way down on Thursday. I'll have more coming up in your full weather.
Don't go anywhere. NewsWatch starts now.
I'm Jim Heinrichs.
And I'm Sebastian Krembuszewski. Today, voters are taking part in the New Hampshire primary as part of the first of the nation's primary. Voting began in midnight in some communities, with Amy Klobuchar leading the early polls this morning. Other communities had first access during traditional hours, all closing around 7 p.m. Senator Bernie Sanders, Pete Buttigieg, and Senator Elizabeth Warren are all expected to make appearances. Joe Biden has canceled his appearance today and is instead flying to South Carolina to headline a kickoff rally. On the Republican side, President Trump is looking to shake up the Democrats a little bit while at his rally tonight. Following the State of the Union speech, which sparked a lot of tension with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the president made various comments in regard to her actions, saying it was, quote, very distracting and had someone behind me mumbling very terribly, end quote. NBC5 will have coverage from locations around the state with extended coverage beginning at 10 p.m.
Tensions in the Middle East are on the rise today after a Syrian military helicopter was shot down by rebel forces. The attack took place amid the Syrian government's movement into Idlib province, a rebel-controlled area with access to a major Syrian highway. The Turkish-backed insurgents shot down the gunship while fighting to take over the village of Nairab. Everyone on board the helicopter was killed. The Syrian government responded with an airstrike that killed 7 people and wounded several others.
In mainland China, the death toll for the coronavirus has surpassed 1,000 individuals, with 108 of them coming from on Monday alone. As of today, 43,101 people have been infected worldwide, with the majority coming from China. In the United States, there has only been 13 cases of the virus across 6 states, most of which have been traveled from Wuhan, China. Since the initial outbreak earlier this year, many actions have been put into place to reduce the spread of the virus among not only China, but the rest of the world. One of which is American Airlines suspending flights to and from mainland China and Hong Kong, and will continue to evaluate their schedule until further notice.
4 lawyers quit the case against Roger Stone after the Justice Department decided to shorten Stone's prison sentence. Prosecutors in the case recommended 7 to 9 years for Stone, who was charged with lying to Congress, witness tampering, and obstructing the House's investigation into Trump's relations to Russia in the 2016 elections. The Justice Department announced the decision to shorten the sentence hours after a tweet from Donald Trump calling the recommended sentence, quote, very horrible and unfair, unquote. The Justice Department says that they reached the decision on Monday night before Trump's tweet on Tuesday morning.
A mysterious object located about 500 million light years away has caught the attention of scientists, with transmitted signals hitting Earth every 16 days. Researchers have so far found over 100 types of fast radio bursts, but only 10 of which have been seen to repeat. Despite the amount of possibilities of what might be causing these signals, aliens have been reduced to a non-factor. Leon Oostrom of the Netherlands Institute of Radio Astronomy told New Scientist, quote, if it were an alien beacon, I would think it would emit more quickly because of a 16-day period. It is not efficient enough for communication. Researchers will continue to monitor the radio signals for further information, end quote. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more stories after the break.
Welcome back to NewsWatch. A proposed casino and hotel at the Des Moines airport will not happen after a board meeting today. The proposal would provide about $80 million in revenue to help pay for a new terminal at the airport. The project for the casino and hotel was projected to cost more than $200 million. Board members did not approve the proposal. The developer is trying to find a way to still build the casino without the board's support.
Former Iowa Governor Tom Vilsack claimed a $150,000 Powerball prize Monday at Iowa Lottery headquarters in Clive, Iowa. Tom served as the 40th governor of Iowa from 1999 to 2007 and served as the United States Secretary of Agriculture from January 2009 until January of 2017. Vlasic claimed he forgot about the ticket and then said he woke up 10 days later on a Saturday morning and wondered how he did. When asked what he will do with the winnings, the former governor said he was going to donate to St. Boniface Church and also give some to his kids.
The Des Moines City Council ended runoff elections by way of a unanimous vote on Monday. A winner-take-all system will replace runoffs. Des Moines City Councilman Joe Gatto says the new system will save taxpayers money. According to Gatto, the 3 runoff elections cost $85,000 in Des Moines taxpayers' dollars. Last November, Jack Hatch challenged Frank County for Des Moines mayor. Hatch says ending runoff elections is the one idea he and County have in common. Hatch also says it is hard to get the public to re-engage for a runoff election. The new system will go into effect in 2021 for the next city council election.
The Beach Boys are scheduled to play at the Iowa State Fair during the summer festivities. On Monday, the State Fair Committee announced that the Beach Boys will play a concert on Tuesday, August 18th at 8 p.m. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famers have not made an appearance at the fair for more than 30 years. The act will feature longtime members Mike Love and Bruce Johnson, along with newer members of the iconic band. Tickets go on sale on February 14th at 9 p.m.
A lawsuit filed against the Glenwood Resource Center accused the facility of using public funds for human experimentation. In 2017, Jerry Ray was hired as the superintendent of the facility, which serves over 2,000 Iowans with intellectual and physical disabilities. The lawsuit says that funds were used to support Ray's interest in researching sexual arousal and sexual deviancy. The facility is accused with buying sexual lubricants, stock photos of porn, silk or silk sheet boxers, and a computer to be used for said research. The lawsuit says that none of the patients gave consent and that the former employees who filed the lawsuit were silenced and removed from their positions. Stick around. Meteorologist Benji Weiburg will have your forecast. We'll be right back.
I'm meteorologist Benji Weiburg, and welcome back to NewsWatch. It has been a pretty warm wind chills over the past couple days, but that will not be the case in the next couple days. So we do have that chance of precip tomorrow, which will bring in some cold temperatures and some higher winds, bringing the wind chills way down, which will bring into our extreme cold late Wednesday and into Thursday morning. And there is some light at the end of the tunnel. This won't last long, and there is a slight warm up at the beginning of the week. So current temperatures, 27 in Ames, 15 in Mason City is our coldest spot, 34 in Council Bluffs and Sioux City are our warm spots here this evening. Here are the current wind speeds, not too bad. Our highest wind speed is 12 in Sioux City, and it's very calm down in it's 8 in Davenport and very calm down in the southeastern portion of the state. But as we move along into the future wind, look at how fast these wind speeds are going. 26 in Spencer, 25 in Carroll, but still calm down in Burlington and in the eastern portion of the country. But this system will move down, and the entire state will have blustering wind gusts in the teens and 20s for miles-an-hour winds in the next couple days. This is Thursday, 8 a.m. is when most of the state is in the teens for wind speeds as we continue on. And here's the light at the end of the tunnel Thursday evening and into Friday for the weekend, which these big winds will bring down our wind chills. -6 in Ames Wednesday evening is where that winter, that freeze warning kicks in, issued by the National Weather Service this evening, and it actually gets down to -27 in Ames Thursday morning at 8 a.m., -31 wind chill in Spencer. So you better get the kids all in big winter coats if you are waiting for the bus, because these are some very cold temps. Keep an eye out for school closings, because this is some dangerous cold weather, so you want to keep an eye out for that. But there is some light towards the end of the tunnel if we keep going into Friday. Satellite and radar has been pretty calm for a majority of today. Nothing too bad to worry about. No systems in the surrounding area. But Wednesday evening is when that storm comes in. There isn't going to be that much snow. I would say eastern Iowa is your best chance for snow. In the next couple days, there's not too much snow, probably about an inch at most for most of the state of Iowa. If you're in the central or western portion of the state, you won't see more than an inch, which is very helpful for in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. They had a huge blizzard the other day, and they shouldn't get. This will be a lot less blizzardy tonight or this next storm. But for tonight, 23 degrees is our low, 5 to 10 mile-an-hour winds, relatively calm. And into tomorrow, we might get a little bit of light snow, slightly stronger winds, but Thursday morning is the time you want to be careful. Wednesday night into Thursday morning is your most careful time. So temperature's only going to get down to about -8 that evening, but the high for Thursday is only 3, and wind chills will bring it down. It'll be pretty much below 0. Wind chills for a majority of the day. But look at that, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the 40s. So it's just one quick day of cold air, but we got a very warm weekend ahead.
Welcome back to NewsWatch. I'm Kobe Gaines with your sports report. Some
Hamilton
sad
was
news for the Cyclone men's basketball team. Sophomore guard Tyrese Halliburton will miss the remainder of the 2019-20 season after suffering a left wrist fracture near the end of his first half in Saturday's 73-63 win against Kansas State. The Cyclones snapped a 4-game losing streak with the win, but are left without their star player for the remainder of the season. Iowa State has 8 games left on the schedule before the Big 12 championships. Sending prayers your way, Tyrese, and good luck, Cyclones. Iowa State sophomore guard Ashley Jones won her 5th Big 12 Player of the Week honor on Monday. Jones has claimed more Big 12 weekly honors than anyone in the NCAA this season, as nobody has captured more than 2. Jones was a straight baller last week, helping the Cyclone women secure back-to-back wins against Oklahoma State and Oklahoma. Against the Cowgirls, she messed around and got a double-double with 23 points and 14 rebounds. During the game against the Sooners, Jones dislocated her shoulder in the third quarter, but came back with that Mamba mentality later in the quarter and finished with 17 points and 15 rebounds to secure her 12th double-double of the year. Keep doing your thing, Ash. 2 Cyclones received Big 12 Weekly Gymnastics Awards for the second time this season. Natalia Rose Vakir earned the first Big 12 Weekly Award of her career in the last week's meet against number 2 Florida and number 4 Denver. Her school record of 9.95 on the bars won her a share of the event title. This season, she is one of 25 collegiate gymnasts to record a score at or above 9.95 on the bars. With her score of 9.95, Rose Vakir secured the Cyclones' best score on the bars since 2007. With a 49.375, Andrea Maldonado claimed her second Big 12 Weekly Award of the season with the Big 12 Newcomer of the Week designation. Maldonado scored her second 9.95 on the floor in Gainesville while debuting on the vault with a 9.85. Her second 9.95 of the year on the floor made her the first Cyclone since Aaron Deloff in 2004 to receive multiple 9.95s or better on the floor on the same season. Good stuff, gymnast. Vince McMahon, hats off to you on this one. The first week of the new spring football, the XFL, came back to reality this past weekend, with some of the highlights of the games were a pick 6, a block punt for a touchdown, a few cuss words on live TV, big hits, devastating sacks, and some fantastic throws, and also some trick plays. The XFL outpaced last year's spring football in the AAF with 3.3 million to 3.25 million views. The XFL has had early success in 2001 when it first came out, but failed later that year. And who knows, maybe this will be the next best thing to the NFL, but with only 8 teams and 12 weeks of games, will it get old or will it be something new? Reigning NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is known for his posterizing slams and demoralizing blocks on the basketball court, but now we get to see a soft side of him. The Milwaukee Bucks power forward and his wife gave birth to a baby boy on Monday. Liam Charles Antetokounmpo will be known as Baby Greek Freak. And the Bucks took care of business without Giannis, beating the Sacramento Kings 123-111 Monday night. And Bucks players told Antetokounmpo to learn how to change diapers fast. And when he gets back, they'll teach him a few things or two. And that's what's happening in the world of sports. And I'm Kobe Gaines with your Sports Report. Thank you, and here's some more news later tonight.
Valentine's Day is a couple days away, and one popular location for couples is to dine at the Waffle House. For the last 10 years, the popular restaurant chain has established themselves as a romantic roadside destination for any couples who are looking for a more casual setting to share a romantic evening. For people who may not want to spend money at a high-end restaurant that may cost a fortune, Waffle House is available to anyone who wants to spend a romantic evening enjoying fluffy waffles and all kinds of breakfast food.
Yesterday, the world was rocked by the Broom Challenge, and many got involved in the fun. What's the Broom Challenge, you may be asking? Rumors spread over social media that NASA said you would only be able to stand brooms up on their bristles on February 10th because of a change in the Earth's gravitational pull due to the vernal equinox. NASA, however, made no such claim, and the spring equinox doesn't even take place until March 19th. Luckily, the challenge had no negative consequences for those who took part in it. I guess no negative consequences besides like being a little disappointed that it was a total hoax.
I didn't even do it. I saw my whole Snapchat was just full of people doing the broom.
Yeah, I didn't even have a broom.
Oh,
You didn't have a broom, okay.
You should invest in that.
You got a Swiffer, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. All right, well, that does it for tonight's edition of NewsWatch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Check us out at social media.
Stay classy and have a great night, Ames.